Hi, guys. Welcome to our channel. Before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, also subscribe to our channel. Behaviors you should never tolerate in a relationships. So make sure to watch the full video. 1. Physical abuse. Couples rarely start out by hitting each other from day one, which is why it can creep up on you. Often, things build up from an initial shove or slap and get to the point of unacceptable behavior in a relationship. Sadly, many people stay with those partners even though it's one of the key things you should never tolerate in a relationship. Why do people stay? The reasons are complex but range from fear to low self-esteem and lack of a supportive friends network. Also, after a moment of abuse, the offending partner often turns on the charm and makes amazing excuses. They can be so good at this that you doubt yourself, especially if you have no one to talk to. 2. Mental and emotional abuse. Things not to do in a relationship don't just stop at physical abuse. Mental and emotional abuse can be more subtle, and examples include insulting you and generally undervaluing you. Either way, it destroys your self-esteem, and you end up second-guessing yourself and being overly emotional. 3. Stonewalling. Demeaning behavior in a relationship can involve ignoring your feelings and shutting you out. When someone stonewalls you, they refuse to answer you and might even walk away in mid-conversation. Unfortunately, there are many potential causes, as described by psychotherapist Marnie Feuerman, but if someone won't have an open conversation and work on their behavior, you'll come to a dead end. 4. Ignoring boundaries and needs. Great partnerships are built on a solid foundation of trust, respect, and mutual understanding of each other's differences. That's why things you should never tolerate in a relationship include someone purposefully ignoring your boundaries and needs. Boundaries are guidelines for how you want to be treated and how your needs can be met. This impacts your mental health and, if ignored, will build up over time into resentment and even potential burnout. We all know instinctively that these are things you should never tolerate in a relationship. 5. Never apologize. We've all met those people who think the world revolves around them. So much so that if anything goes wrong, it's always someone else's fault. This is high on the list of things you should never tolerate in a relationship because any self-esteem you have will slowly erode away. 6. Manipulation and control. Does your partner tell you what to wear, who to see, and what to do? Do you ever feel that you're doing things, perhaps hobbies, when you prefer doing something else? It isn't always easy to spot manipulation, but deep down, you'll know that something's off and that these are things you should never tolerate in a relationship. Sometimes people manipulate or control by making others feel guilty or by withdrawing. Then, they reward you with their so-called loving presence after you've given them what they want. 7. Obsessive jealousy. No one wants to be in a relationship with someone worse than an overprotective mom. Jealousy is an ugly thing and is up there on the list of things you should never tolerate in a relationship. Of course, we're all human with our moments of insecurity. Regardless, if your partner can't communicate openly and calls you 10 times when you're out with your friends, for example, then you have to ask yourself questions. 8. Comparing irrationally. We all doubt ourselves at certain points during the day. The worst thing is if your partner then calls you out on those very things by comparing you to other women. After all, your partner is supposed to love you despite, or because of, your imperfections. If they're showing the opposite behavior, then perhaps they're using you for some other motive. 9. Demeaning statements. Things you should never tolerate in a relationship include not being cared about. After all, if that's the case, then what's the point of the relationship? Essentially, insults or hurtful comments about you, your job, goals, family, or anything else just don't come from a caring and loving partner. 10. Shaming. Do not tolerate disrespect. It's really that simple, especially when someone judges you and criticizes you for your body or character traits. No one is perfect, least of all someone who shames you. Ultimately, respect is about accepting you without forcing you to be someone else. What do you think of our video? Let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also remember to subscribe to our channel and enable notifications so you will be the first to know when we upload a new video. Thank you for watching.